Hi everyone, welcome back to Over the Wire. We at Black Bat Terminal will be walking through level 3 and 4 for today's episode. Let's now look at our first problem. First, click on level 3. For this problem, we are trying to find a hidden file stored inside the in here directory. To solve this problem, we'll need to learn how to use the find command. This command takes two parameters, the directory path and an expression. The directory path can be referenced from the root directory by starting the path with a slash or left blank if you want the search conducted in your current directory. Expressions, on the other hand, is a lot more interesting. There are so many different ways to search for what you need, but today we will be focusing on this flag that allows us to search by file names. Let's look at it in more detail. The expression field requires a flag to specify what we are looking for, like searching by name or by size. And to specify what you want to find, you enclose the search string in quotations. For times where we do not know the exact file name, we can add an asterisk at the end to search for all files that have names that include what you specified. In our case, secret. My last hint to you is that hidden files always start with a dot. Try figuring the rest out yourself. With that, please give the next level a go using the find command, as we'll need it for the next few levels. And if you're aware of easier methods to solve this, that's perfectly fine too. Well done for giving it a go yourself. If you didn't manage to solve the problem, follow along with me as I show you two different solutions. I'll first show the easier method using ls. Although ls on its own doesn't display hidden files, we can add the a flag that shows all files even if they are hidden. From the output, we can see its file name is like I mentioned in the hints, where they all start with a dot. Now that we know the file name, just use the cat command to reveal the password stored inside the hidden file. I wanted you to try the second method, solving it through the find command, as it is good practice for the later levels. To break it down, because we know hidden files always start with a dot, let's try by searching by file name and utilize the asterisk to search for all files that include a dot in their file name. The output should give us all of the hidden files in our current directory. Then similarly, use the cat to retrieve the password stored inside the file. Good job for completing level 3. Use this time to take a break and remember to store this password for connecting to the next level. See you all for level 4. Now let's try to understand our next problem. Level 4 requires us to search for a specific file that is human readable. What this generally means is that there's a file which contains encoded data that can be read easily by us, like a text file with ASCII encoding. To solve this problem, we'll be combining 3 commands, 2 of which are new, and one you should already be familiar with, the find command. We'll be building on top of what we learned for level 3 by combining the file command followed by the grep command. We require the file command as we need to evaluate the type of each file present in the directory. This allows us to differentiate whether the file is a only human readable file or not. The grep command, on the other hand, is a search filter. It scans through the input and searches for the specific keywords we specified for any string-related queries. For instance, by searching for the keyword password, we can retrieve values beside it in hope of finding passwords stored in plaintext. Instead of letting you try the level out yourself, I'm going to give you the command you need, as its syntax can be tricky to understand initially. This command is trying to search for images. We specify to search for the string image because no matter the type of image, JPEG or GIF, we can see that the word image always comes after its format. I want you to try changing this command to find the only human readable file in the directory. And as guidance, I have placed 2 file types a human readable file might potentially be. Don't worry, I'll be breaking down the command later in the solutions, but try to have a go yourself first. Welcome back. Hopefully you managed to solve the question. I'll now be going over the solutions with you. What I wanted you to replace was image with text. This is because human readable files like ASCII text has the word text at the end, and that's what we wanted to search for. From the output, we see the only file that was encoded with ASCII was file 7. So again, let's use the cat command to review the password. Now that I've shown you the solutions, I want to explain the command in more detail. And just a quick reminder, please store the password for the next level. Let's now look at the command. First part of the command uses the find command, filtering all of the files located in our current working directory. The second part is where the syntax can be a bit confusing, so let's break it down. Let's first take a look what the curly brackets and addition sign does. The curly brackets is a placeholder for storing all of the file names found previously by the find command, while the addition sign helps prevent each file from being executed individually, but rather as a group. The exec option is then in charge of running the file command on the grouped results previously from the find command. After each file's file type is determined by the file command, we can move on to see what the pipe symbol represents. The pipe symbol allows us to send the output determined by the commands before the pipe symbol as the new input for the command after the pipe symbol, in our case GREP. And for our last part of the command, GREP, as we specified to search for the word text, it will filter out and return the files where their file type contains the word text in them. And that's it, you're done. Well done for completing level 3 and 4, and thank you for listening to me in this video. Again, as I play the recap for what we learned this week, please leave a like if you have the time to do so. Leave a comment if you have any positive or negative feedback about my video content, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Remember, a level a day gets you a job someday.